Welcome, this is your Option Monster Volatility Sonar Report. From the floor of the SIBO, this is Jamie Tyrrell of Group 1 Trading. Well, we've had a pretty slow morning so far today with the S&P sitting pretty much unchanged, but yesterday afternoon was very interesting. We had a big down move followed by an up move in the market, and the VIX settled back into about the 23 range we've been seeing. So we've talked about the contango that's in the VIX, how the cash is about 23 and the futures move up into the 30s in the back months. An expectation that eventually will break out of this low 20s vol range and volatility will raise higher. Today we had a customer who took a contrary view of that. The customer this was yesterday, and they made two large trades indicating that they are hoping to profit if the VIX sits right here where it is. Now the trade was a 1-by-2 put strategy. In both December and January, both of whose futures are either in the high 20s or low 30s, the customer came in and bought 16,000 of the 27.5 puts. And then they sold 32,000 of the 22.5 puts. On December, they paid $1.45. In January, they paid $1.30. Now, in both of these months, they profit if that future tracks back towards where the cash is through the 27.5 strike down into the low 20s. Their break-evens are roughly 26 and 19. So if they settle above 27.5, they'll either lose $1.45 or $1.30. Anywhere between 26 and 19, they'll be a winner, winning biggest if it settles right on their short strike, 22.5. So the bet, a pretty simple one. They have pretty limited downside if the VIX moves up. They can only lose the premium they paid. Below 19, they start to pick up a lot of negative possibilities, but there's a question of how low the VIX could really go. If it goes to 15, obviously they get pretty hurt. They paid $1.45, and now they're out more on that, and now they're out because it ran through 17.5 as well. If it goes to 12, they could lose more there. But right now, the VIX crowd isn't pricing in much of a possibility of the VIX moving below 17 before the end of the year. So they may see their downside to the downside is limited as well as to the upside. Jamie Tyrrell with Group 1 Option Monster.